What's going on, everybody? It's TheKidEG and I'm back again with another video, and today we're going to be going through everything that happened in this game versus Sheffield United. So this home game versus Sheffield United had a lot of interesting takes, a lot of things that went on, and we're just going to go through a quick match recap before we get started. Okay, so if you remember at the beginning of the game, it was nothing was really going on, but then at some point you had Gabriel pass the ball back to David Luiz, and then Burke took the ball off him, and Burke had a situation where you could have called, where it was kind of shaky, and you could have possibly called a red card on it. So this was really what happened. You seen that David Luiz lost Burke, and after he lost the ball, Burke took the ball off him, and he was free on goal. Leno was coming out to clear the ball anyways. He took a little bit of his shirt with him when David Luiz tried to pull him back, and this was a shaky situation because this could have been a red card early in the game. So they didn't give the red card, and they didn't even give a yellow card for this incident. But at halftime, you had Graham Souness and everybody going crazy saying this should have been a red card. But to me, it wasn't a clear-cut scoring opportunity, so that's why it was not a red card. And I was quite happy to see that it was not a red card because most likely David Luiz could have been given a red because he did pull on his shirt with his left arm when he was trying to get back, and Leno was there to clear it out of safety. The next dangerous moment was you had us attacking, and you had Ceballos passing the ball to Aubameyang. Aubameyang taking a shot from outside the box, almost went in. It was touched by Aaron Ramsdale to go over the box, and he didn't score from there. So Leno did his job, and he kept the ball out, and Aubameyang's shot did not go in. But before we get on to anything else, there was a lot more that happened in the game, so we got to discuss. You had the moment when we were attacking the other half, and this is when the first goal happened. Bukayo Saka's goal. Elneny to Aubameyang to Bellerin, and then Bellerin to Saka. And it was a header that went in from the far post, from the near post cross from Bellerin. If I rewatch this again, let me tell you guys how it happened again. So it was quite simple. It was very good passing between everybody. It was 19 touches, all sorts of stuff. Everyone touched the ball. It was really good. And it was really good movement. If I remember, it was Elneny had the ball. Elneny passed it to Aubameyang. Aubameyang to Bellerin. All this happened within the box, and then it was a cross from the near post that got Saka wide open for the header at the far post, and it was beautiful football. I think total 19 passes before that, and then next Bellerin passes it to Pepe, and Pepe just went running, and he shot that ball with his left foot, quite soft. The goalkeeper could have stopped it. Poor on the goalkeeper from Aaron Ramsdale, but we'll take it. And I was happy with Nicolas Pepe. What a goal from Pepe! What a finish! I was happy that Nicolas Pepe got his on the goal sheet. Bellerin with 2 assists. We played with a back 4. This was all around really good result. At the end of the day, the performance was not great, but the result was great, and that's what we're going to take away from this, right? That's what we're going to take away from this. That is where we're going to go, and that's how we're going to do this. You know what I mean? That's how we're going to do this. But yeah, so we ended up winning the game, guys. We ended up winning the game 2-1 because McGoldrick ended up scoring a superb goal at the end of the day. He scored a beautiful goal for his team, and it was one of those curving goals from outside the box. You did not expect it to go in, and it went in. And you know what? McGoldrick deserved his goal that he scored. It was more of a Nicolas Pepe goal than it was an Arsenal goal. And then the last, I would say, 7 minutes were very nervy, and we stuck it out and we stayed strong. So now let's talk about the performances, and let's talk about what we rate these guys. So we'll do player ratings now, right? So the player ratings, I'm gonna go to the team. So Leno out of 10. I feel like he had a really good game. I think he was solid throughout the whole game. There was nothing shaky about him. To me, he gets a really decent 7 out of 10. Tierney, another solid performance from Kieran Tierney. I think he deserves a 6 out of 10. Gabriel, I thought he was super solid. He deserves a 7. David Luiz, kind of shaky, almost gave away a penalty in the first half. Got better as the game went on. I'll give him a 5. Bellerin, 2 assists. Defensively, he was playing well, and he wasn't caught out much. And he did a really good job on that right hand side, joining into attack. I give him an 8. He was one of those candidates for man of the match. Bukayo Saka, another man of the match candidate. He played well in that attacking role, almost playing as the number 10. in front of the double pivot, and he deserves, in my opinion, he deserves a lot of credit for his performance, his first goal at the Emirates. So Bukayo Saka, I'll give him another 8. Danny Ceballos was playing the ball splitting passes really well, progressive passes. I'm giving him a 6. And then you got Mohamed Elneny. Mohamed Elneny did okay, not amazing, very backwards and forwards, not not the most progressive passes from him. And in my opinion, Mohamed Elneny gets, I'll give him a fair, but not just 5 out of 10. Then Aubameyang played 3 different positions today. He played on the left. He played up front by himself with Willian and Pepe on both sides. And there was times where you were seeing him dropping into the midfield, almost joining into the attack from the midfield role. But he wasn't playing there. He was just moving in from the left, playing as inside forward. So he played 3 similar roles. But at the end of the day, his bread and butter is to be a striker, and we haven't seen enough goals from him yet this season. As he is our talisman, and we should be expecting more goals from him. Eddie Nketiah, poor overall performance. There was a reason why he got subbed off in the 55-minute mark for Nicolas Pepe. And Willian did what Willian does. He's up and down, inconsistent. He didn't have the poorest of games, but at the same time, you couldn't say it was a stand-up performance from him on that end, and we expect more from Willian. So he kind of went missing in the game. Then our substitutions, Ainsley Maitland-Niles, didn't really see much from him. Granit Xhaka didn't really see much from him. But Nicolas Pepe was the man that came on, scored the goal. What a goal that he scored. Big up to Nicolas Pepe for his goal. To me, he gets an 8 out of 10. Big up to him. So I got a three-way tie for who's going to get man of the match. Is it going to be Pepe? Is it going to be Bukayo Saka? Or is it going to be Hector Bellerin? So man of the match for me today is Bukayo Saka. Bukayo Saka head over heels was one of our better players today. He played from the beginning. And he did his thing all the way through the end before he was subbed off. Of course, we subbed on Ainsley Maitland-Niles for him at the end to bring more solidity to the team. Ceballos was subbed off for Xhaka, but this game will be remembered for Bukayo Saka scoring his first goal at the Emirates and for him doing what he does. He has shown today that he's a quality player, and we all know that we can respect him for playing the way he played. And now, moving on to 3 things that we learned today. 3 things that we learned today is that we can play with a back 4 if we need to, but we still will have defensive shaking moments from David Luiz. David Luiz cannot be part of a back 4, and we know that. So today, playing a back 4 showed that David Luiz is still a problem area for us. David Luiz will continuously be a problem area for us if we continue to play a back 4. Now, the other thing that we learned today is that the midfield of Mohamed Elneny, Danny Ceballos, or whoever else we have in Granit Xhaka is not good enough to get us to where we need to go. We still need to improve our midfield. We still need the signings to bring in. We still need the Houssem Arouas of the world or the Thomas Partey's. We still need to improve our midfield. And today just highlighted how poor our midfield was. Our midfield, even though Danny Ceballos had a decent game, and you could say Elneny had a decent game, we depended on creativity from Hector Bellerin and Bukayo Saka. Ceballos and Elneny did not offer us enough going forward. They did not play enough of this ball splitting passes. Even though Ceballos had his moments where he played well, we still need to improve. And you know what? Yes, Bergkamp, we got 3 points. Where the fuck is Lee Gunner and Arsenal Realist Egal? I have no idea, hardcore. I have no idea. And then what happened today, we don't know. All we know is that our midfield was not good enough, and we need to improve our midfield. And that is one of the main things that I'll take away from this game. Improve the midfield. David Luiz cannot play in a back 4. We need somebody else to play in the back 4. And the final thing is what is Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang's best position? That is another thing we have to ask ourselves. Because today, at the end of the game, when we started scoring all the goals, Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang was playing up front, and you had Pierre, Pepe, and Willian on the pitch at the same time as Saka. So all of those guys were on the pitch at the same time at one point. And you know what? With them all playing on the pitch at the same exact time, what is Aubameyang's best position? Are we utilizing Are we utilizing him the best for him playing on the left? Is it time for him to play up top on his own with Willian and Pepe on both sides? Is it time for him to play up top on his own? Is it time to drop Lacazette and Eddie and just get Bam up front and try it against the next team that we face? I think it's Manchester City. Or do we stick with what we've got going with us? That is the question I have to you guys. What is Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang's best position? Because in my opinion, this is the third question. This is the third thing that I think we took away from this game. We don't know, right? So now, before I get onto anything else, I'm just gonna see what else we got going on. Yep, the transfers. We still always have to talk about this. This is constantly going to be brought up. What's going to happen with Ottawa and Partey? It doesn't seem like we're going to get either of them. It is super depressing and super sad on my part because I thought we were going to get both these deals done. It doesn't seem like we're going to get either of them done at this point. And in my opinion, we should have at least gone to Atletico Madrid and given them the 45 million, or gone to Leon and given them the money. It is an absolute disgrace and an embarrassment that we have not backed Arteta, and he's come into this club expecting to do great things with this club. But we cannot do great things with this club if he does not given the backing that he deserves to get given, and he has not been backed. He has not been backed by the club. He has not been backed by the board. He has not been backed by anybody. And in my point, at this point, if Arteta is not a success, it's not on him by himself. Think about it this way: Lampard has been given 200 million, Arteta has been given 37 million, and Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has been given over 150 million. So when you really think about it, who's really being backed? Not our guy. Our guy hasn't been backed. Theirs guys have. And you know what? These results keep coming in. Arteta is going to be doing all this hard work for nothing, because these guys are not giving him anything. All we want is one signing. Just give us Husam. We're not asking for much. We just want one signing through the door, but they can't seem to even get that right. At this point, it's an absolute disgrace. They haven't been able to shift any of the dead wood in the club. They haven't been able to get rid of the likes of Mustafi, the likes of Socrates. They've been able to sign a backup goalkeeper, but they can't even get us. We've been asking for Zaha for a long time. It looks like the Torreira might be leaving, but we won't be getting Pate. So I honestly don't know what to think anymore. This is absolutely a shit show, and everybody who expects high things from us this window, we've been let down again, because it doesn't look like we're going to be getting any of our guys that we've been asking for, any of the players that we've been looking for. It looks like Mohamed Al Neni is going to be a staple to our midfield this year. It looks like Kolasinac could be leaving, but that looks like the only exit that is guaranteed to happen. And the player ratings have been just, you can't rate these players highly. They've all been depressing, in my opinion. They've all let us down, time in, time out, and the board have let Arteta down again. And I'm surprised that Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang signed that contract without guarantees that we would be backing our manager. I'm surprised that Arteta signed the contract without guarantees that he would be given the money that he deserves. And I can't wait another year until Ozil's contract runs out. And I don't want Jorginho. I don't want Jorginho. I don't want Guendouzi and Kolasinac at this club anymore. Mikel Arteta, if you don't get backed, I feel sorry for you, because we all see the manager you can become, and we all see where you can go with this team. You got managers on the other side of London spending 80 million on a Declan Rice, possibly trying to another team who has this piece of shit. We got guys in the media who love Arteta, but at the end of the day, until we even he can't. He's even said, with the likes of Mustafi, Arteta will never succeed. With the likes of Guendouzi and Kolasinac, Arteta will never succeed. And you know what? With the likes of Lacazette missing guilt and chances at Liverpool, we were never going to get a result out of Liverpool. You know what? I love this club, but I'll tell you something. If you look at the league table right now, we are in a good position. The season just begun. We've won 3 out of our first 4 games. There's a lot of positives to take away, but the biggest negative is the transfer window. And as long as the transfer window is open, we will constantly be upset as a fan base. And I'm sorry, guys, I haven't been as positive as I usually am, but I'm not happy today. I'm not happy. I, Last night I was thinking about all the times that I mentioned Husam Marwa and Thomas Partey's name throughout this whole window, and how they've just constantly pissed me off. constantly piss me off. And you know what? I got my boy with me. Yo, what's good?
No. Why, man?
Yo, man, I'm pissed. I'm super pissed today. I'm not even
With
home
what?
right now. I had to do this video. The transfer window looks to be closing, and it looks like we might not be even getting any of our guys. I feel like Lacazette felt after he missed that goal the other day. What do you think, bro?
Um, I feel like it's not to me. The window has never been getting Party and Alar. I think the window to me has been getting the certain type of player and the certain mold. I think it doesn't have to be Pawar. It could be Sumare. It could be, you know what I mean. It's just getting that athletic beat. It could have been the Core. You know what I mean? Like that athletic beast in midfield, and then obviously not only that, but getting that creative midfielder link. And if we, Arteta said he's still they're working hardest right now to finalize these deals. We don't know, but you never know. Deadline day is a crazy day. Who knows? We might fuck around and my bad for the language, but we might mess
No,
around
no,
and
no.
you might mess around and go and get these done, and you're like, whoa, you know?
Yeah, yeah. A lot of the guys. Yo, I personally, you know me. I'm always super positive, but it's
Mm-hmm.
almost deflating as a fan. Like, we don't want to go for our third choice in Bakore and our fourth choice in the guy from Roma. We
Yeah,
want to go for
you
our
sound
first
very
choice.
dejected. We just won a game.
No, I understand we won the game. We won the game, but what did we really learn from Arsenal beating Sheffield United at home? What we
Oh,
learned today What we learned today is playing a back four, David Luiz is still a liability. We learned that Arteta's trying to experiment with Aubameyang. We don't know what his position is going to be going forward. And what was the third thing that I said? That it was
I think it was. I wait.
Pepe, Aubameyang, and was it Saka or
Yeah, I don't know. I
no?
think
The
go on.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh,
Go ahead. No, the midfield. Yeah, the midfield. So the three things we learned was the midfield still poor. If we're going to play a back four, David Luiz is going to be a liability because of the situation that we had today with the pulling of the shirt. He's going to still be a liability. And attacking wise, what is Aubameyang's best position? Because if he's
wait,
when he
wait.
became mainstream,
Why would you say he's a liability for the triple?
no, what I'm saying is in a back four, David Luiz is a liability. We know that.
I mean, we know that he could be suspect per se, but he's been with Mustafi and Socrates. What today made you think that he was like suspect?
No, I think as an individual defender, he can get isolated into making errors. Where if Gabriel or somebody else makes a mistake, they have the pace to get back and fix that error. Where he might not have the error.
I agree. I agree. However, I would say though, oh my gosh, this game is ridiculous. The Spurs Man United game is ridiculous. But I agree that yes, David Luiz can be suspect. However, if we're looking at the evidence that this is the first time he's played with a proper center back, in my opinion, in a four in an Arsenal jersey. He look the mistake. It's not even a mistake in my opinion. I think it was a smart move. It was a veteran move in my opinion. But the mistake per se that people might want to label him as today, that mistake per se, right? He doesn't make that mistake 9 times out of 10 because he's elite on the ball. That was him not controlling the ball well enough to where he put himself in that situation. But then he had the veteran knowledge to just do a little short pro. Look, David Luiz didn't pull him back, but it's like one of those things where I feel like in real time, if you're playing football, by the time you feel the contact, he's already let go of your shirt. You know what I mean? Like it was the quickest shirt pull ever. So it was one of those situations where he wasn't gonna get away. I know it was there
Okay,
as well.
what do you think about what this guy said? Far too slow on the ball for Elneny. Willian is better in the midfield than he is on a winger.
Facts.
Badly needs creativity in the central of the midfield.
Oh yeah, the first half. Oh my god, I was almost falling asleep. Like that shit was bad. Like I
Yo,
genuinely was
how is
like,
it on Peacock in the United States?
oh, in the United
About
States, people like Peacock, but people don't. All right, like me personally, I like Peacock, but however, the problem with Peacock is like, all right, let's say like it's halftime, right? They don't do sometimes they don't do the analysis. They're just like the coverage will resume shortly and stuff. You know, you're literally just watching the game. You don't get no like analysis, none of that. But but in terms of what he just said in the comments, Alneny is too negative, but he's a squad player. We knew this. Second thing, um, not only just that, but But Willian is better in midfield. Willian was way better in creative midfield today. And then we do need creative midfielder, but it's one of those situations where I feel like we will get two names across the line. Like Arteta knows he cannot play teams that are low blocks every week and have to struggle like this. He's going to have to get two names across the line. It doesn't matter if it's a party.
I'm deleting all these pictures of Husam Harwa and Thomas Partey. I'm not. It's like a relationship gone bad. I'm deleting all of the pictures. I don't. Every picture is getting deleted. I don't want any memory of them. I don't want to see their faces.
It's just. I said it though. With Awar, I feel like people got. All right, look, I would still have taken Husam Awar. However, the whole notion. I rate Partey heavily. With Awar, yes, I would have been excited, but Awar, and it's not even because we might not be signing him, blah blah blah. But Awar isn't. I don't think Awar is the answer to our issue. Like he's. I don't think he's the answer to our issue per se, because with Awar, like I said in my breakdown a while ago, he's not a De Bruyne. He's not an Ozil in the sense of like he's not giving you the final ball. Like, you know what I mean? He's the person that might pick up the ball in a half space, drive, beat 2-3 players, and then lay it off to someone for a goal. You know what I mean? So like he's gonna be someone that would be an impact player, but he's not someone that for sure will
red card. The United game is mental.
For who?
Anthony Martial.
Oh my god, bro! This game has turned on its head. Yeah. This game is crazy.
But yo, I'm gonna wrap it up. End of the day, the game. This is what I picked up from it. This is what I learned from this game. We're 3 for 4. We're moving forward. We have one more day to pull the madness in the transfer window, but at the end of the day, as a fan base, we've had our heart taken from us before this game even kicked off by the news of Arwa staying in Lyon and the fact that we weren't going to get Partey and that Torreira still is going to join Atletico.
Yeah. I feel like that, like I feel like with the whole Torreira thing, real quick to wrap it up, I feel like, if we don't get Partey, like we did just get our pants pulled down by Atletico. Like, why would we give him one loan with no obligation to buy and we're not ending up with Partey at all? Like, that just doesn't make any sense to me.
Yeah, 100%. Anyways, we won 2-1, and it was a little nervy at the end, but I'll take it, and I'm happy we won. But hey, guys, in the comment section, everybody watching, thank you for the support. Thank you for the love. Go check out my boy 2K FIFA Reaper on his channel. Yes, tell him, where your channel is.
2K's FIFA Reaper on YouTube, man. We just dropped the bangers. We dropped the tactical breakdowns. We dropped different videos across the Premier League, not only just Arsenal. Obviously, if you guys want to watch any type of breakdown videos, we don't do long videos, but quick little videos. If you guys are interested, not the little plug. If you guys are interested, please check me out, man. We get content over there.
Yeah, and my man of the match was Bukayo Saka. Who was yours?
Gabriel, very, very calm in the shirt all game.
Yeah, Gabriel was solid, and I said that earlier when I was talking about Gabriel. Gabriel was super solid. If I had to pick somebody who I would say was the played poorly, who do you think played poorly today? Mohamed Al-Neni?
I'm thinking.
Or would you say Willian?
Poorly. No, Willian. I think second half Willian came alive. People are gonna actually think this is crazy, but I think Hector Bellerin defensively was shocking. Like, yes, they go well going forward.
Oh my god, 3.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, you're behind. Yeah, I just saw it. Yeah, shocking wise, Jesus. Like, I'm sorry, I'm not with it if I'm being honest. I genuinely believe Hector Bellerin was shocking today defensively. But I think everyone was so good to where Hector Bellerin being your worst player today, and he had an assist. You know what I mean? That's a bonus.
Yeah, Hector Bellerin did get an assist. Anyways, guys, respect to everybody. Check out more of the content. We're headed out of here. 2K FIFA Reaper, enjoy the game, bro. I'm out of here too myself. And respect to you guys, bro. Peace out, everybody.